Jurors in the capital murder trial of accused cop killer Marco Perez today seeing graphic autopsy pictures of fallen Mobile police officer Sean Tuder.
The jury also hearing Officer Tuder's voice when they heard a recorded phone call of the officer talking to dispatch on the day of the shooting, January 20th, 2019. Now, Brendan Kirby is in the studio now with this story.
Brendan, the pictures very hard to look at.
Yeah, they were, Byron and Lanice, and we're not going to show them, but they were necessary for the jury so that a medical examiner could testify about Officer Tuder's wounds. Testimony on Friday from medical examiner Dr. Stephen Dunton on one of the last days of testimony before prosecutors intend to rest their case in the capital murder trial of Marco Antonio Perez. Dr. Dunton testified that one bullet passed through Officer Sean Tuder's right hand and then re-entered the body, lodging in the chest. A second bullet entered behind Officer Tuder's ear. A third bullet, according to Dr. Dunton, entered Officer Tuder's back, damaging the officer's lung, spine, and aorta. The bullet then re-entered and lodged in his left arm. Dr. Dunton testified that the hand wounds could have been a defensive wound, but he acknowledged under cross-examination that it could also be consistent with a gun being shot out of the officer's hand. Prosecutors also played a recording of the call Officer Tuder made to dispatchers asking for the name of the supervisor on duty on January 20th, 2019. Sergeant Paul Hosford testified, walking jurors through the police lingo as the two discussed plans to try to arrest Perez, who was wanted on a federal warrant. Prosecutors contend that shows Officer Tuder was on duty, a key element in proving capital murder. Prosecutors also put on testimony about a pair of cars they allege Perez stole in the days before the shooting. That included this surveillance video from a McDonald's drive-thru showing the defendant in a stolen white Honda Accord. Prosecutors offered that evidence in an effort to show that Perez was on the run and had motive beyond the federal warrant to shoot Officer Tuder. Prosecutors intend to call just a few more witnesses before resting their case on Monday. That would mean closing arguments likely would take place on Tuesday. Reporting live in the News Center, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.